Ladies and gentlemen, in September of 2023, Breakout will go back to the ring. And on Breakout 002, we have a very, very, very special presentation, the Sword 7 prelims. And on the Sword 7 prelims is the very first fight, which is EZAA versus Jacob. And we have these two gentlemen here today. They will be the very first fight of the day. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. These boys are going to be clashing it out at Breakout 002, September 16th in Georgia. How is it going today, guys? It's good to talk to you. What does it feel to be like on the Sword 7 prelim, the very first fight? Guys, be kicking off everything. Just speak your thoughts right now.
You go ahead, Jacob. Go ahead, B-side.
I'll be okay. I'm not gonna try to do no fake beef or anything like that. I'm not about that. So I was gonna let you go first, but I'll take it. Yeah, it feels good. I mean, this is gonna be this is gonna be my first official fight. I mean, like I've had fights before, but like this is gonna be like the first official one that I've ever done, and it should be cool because I've never been to Georgia. I've been outside of the United States. I've been to Europe and stuff, but I've never been to like that side of the United States. So it should be fun to go check it out. You should be able to try some good food, meet some cool ass people because it sounds like with the fighter house and everything else, it's gonna be lit. And then obviously getting in the ring, stuff like that is gonna be amazing as well.
Sounds awesome. EZAA, what are you thinking? Breakout
Man,
002, Sword 7 prelim, first fight.
it's about time, bro. And for people who know me in the scene, I've been wanting to have a fight in this community for a long time. I just want to thank, I just want to thank Breakout. I want to thank Sean, Bapa. I want to thank you, Pat. I want to thank Lesra just for allowing me to fight in this card and giving me the opportunity to fight and show my skills. And I also never been to Georgia either, so it'll be my first time in Georgia. It's gonna be very entertaining. I can't wait to put on the show. And I just can't wait to go on to the next one. That's just how I see it. This
That
is a nice
sounds
little show. Nice little
sound
show. I'm gonna go ahead, take care of Jacob, and go on the next one.
That sounds good, my man. It seems like you're on a mission. So I'm going to ask you this very first question. You say you've been around in the community for a while. What brought you to Breakout 002? What made you want to have this fight? What is your journey up until this point?
All right, so I first saw Breakout 001. That was in, I believe, Connecticut, right?
Yes.
So yeah, and I saw like good friends of mine, Sean, ran, and I saw a good friends of mine fight on that card, and they was just telling me how there's another one coming up soon. I'm like, yo, I want to get on that card now. I'm ready. I've been training boxing for a decent amount of time. I started training this year again, so I just been wanting to have a fight, man, and I'm glad I have one.
Jacob, gonna ask that same question to you, my friend. What brought you to Breakout 002, Sword 7 prelim, and again, first fight? What's your journey up until this point?
So I'd actually never like I'd heard of Breakout and everything. I'd heard of like small creator boxing and everything, and I was trying to get a chance on that one. I was potentially going to be fighting on that. I'd talked to like them and everything, but then going to Europe for like my first ever fight was going to be like a lot of like complications there, trying to travel, everything like that. And then eventually saw Lesra tweet out one day that they were looking for a heavyweight fighter. I think they were looking for another one as well. But I hit them up, and then we got to talking, and then eventually they got EZAA into it too. So yeah, pretty much just led us like that. And then I've pretty much been like, I haven't really checked out the spaces a lot, but I've been like following and again followed by all the people that are in the space and everything like that. And then I've been checking out the training videos, different like tweets, different like YouTube videos, everything like that, just seeing what everyone's doing. Everyone's taking it serious, everyone's having fun with it, everyone's promoting. And I feel like, especially for like us being like so small, that's like one of the most important things. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be a great event, and it's only gonna keep getting better from here for everyone.
That sounds good, man. Yeah, Breakout 002, SCB, no matter what small creator promotion you're fighting on, it seems like everyone is getting in the ring nowadays. I'm going to ask you this question, next question coming up. Preparation for this fight. Obviously, you're going into a heavyweight fight. EZAA, it's going to be the very first fight of the card. Keep saying it, but cannot stress it enough. Seems like this is going to be a banger. What is your preparation looking like, my friend? You're in the
Ooh,
gym, doing your running, cardio, everything you need to do. What's it
bro,
like?
this is probably like one of the most cardio I've ever done in my life, bro. Ever. I like I was never really a cardio person. Like I've always used to run like a few miles, bro. I'm running 7, 10 miles almost every damn day. My cardio is gonna be up there, and I'm going to have all the stamina in the world on fighting. I'm not gonna get tired in this fight. Best believe that. My stamina is gonna be way better than Jacob's. Way better.
What's your response to that, Jacob? What's your preparation like?
My preparation's been going good. Same thing with him. I mean, I've never been like a cardio king or anything like that. I did sports, but I did football and everything like that, but I was never running back or anything like that. I did track, but I did the throwing events and everything. And I hope his stamina is going to be good. It's 3 2-minute rounds. I mean, there's not if you can't do that, then I mean, yeah, you should really consider like not doing boxing if you can't do like if you're going to gas out in that amount of time. But yeah, I've been doing good. I've been obviously working on cardio because like that's going to be embarrassing if you gas out. Then just been working on different things in the gym and then at home and everything like that. Just trying to make sure everything's good in the home life, gym life, everything across the board. Because as much as the physical game, it's also a mental game in boxing.
That is very true. Boxing is a mental game. I'm actually going to ask you this next question, Jacob, because it actually leads it in from the last thing that you said. What is your motivation going into this fight? Seems like you're very motivated. Seems like you're posting all over Twitter, just like EZAA is, but you're getting sponsorships, all this deal. You're taking this very seriously. What's your drive for this? Is it, potential more fights in the future, or is it just in the now? Do you just want to prove yourself? What is it, my friend? What's the motivation?
It's a bit of everything, really. I mean, exactly what you said is pretty much just like building my brand up, building myself up, getting the here and now, proving myself, but also getting those future events, getting onto bigger and bigger cards. I know EZAA wants to go to Misfits, and I'm all for that. I'm all for everyone having these dreams and goals in life. So yeah, that would be cool to do myself too. But like, if this leads into anything else bigger with YouTube and like across the spaces, more sponsorships across the board. But another thing that's a big motivation for me is just getting back into shape. Because like at least when I first started and first signed the fight deal, I was at 260. I think today I've just got into like 239. I've cut so much weight and trained so hard and like gotten like in such good shape. So yeah, that's one of the biggest motivators for me. Like I look at myself in the mirror every day. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting healthier. Not just like such a big motivator, because happy life, healthy life is the best life you can live.
Happy life, healthy life. What about you, EZAA? What's your motivation going like into this fight? Because, Jacob seems motivated. You seem motivated.
Man, I just have a lot of few heads I got to take off. There's a lot of people who want to fight Cowboy, Lesnar Gomez, Callum. A lot of people in the SCB, because a lot of people over there are heavyweights. And I got to have a few fights under my belt before I really start saying I'm one of the best heavyweights in the scene. Like, I don't know if you're aware, but I get on, like, every time I'm in this space with Cowboy, bro, or like anyone else, I'm always talking shit. And
You're always talking shit.
Yeah, I tell them I'm one of the best in the scene. And you will see that September 16th. Wow, I'm one of the best in the scene. I am training so hard, so rigorously. Like, I've put my blood, sweat, and tears into this shit, bro. Now, I'll say this. With Jacob, I actually am glad that Jacob lost all that weight. Like, congratulations to you, bro. Like, that's actually, like, good shit to you. With me, it's a little harder for me to lose weight, bro, because I'm naturally like a big dude, bro. So, like, it's a bit harder for me to lose weight, but that's why I'm always going on cardio. I'm always making sure my stamina is up, making sure everything is up. Because when I get in that ring, this weight is not going to stop me from getting tired. It's not going to stop me from powering my punches at all.
Power in your punches, power behind the words. The heavyweight division is filled with tons of trash talkers and tons of power. Speaking about power that leads into strength, EZAA, what would you say is your biggest strength going into this fight? Is it the mental advantage? Is it the physical advantage? Is it just the drive? What is it? What's your biggest strength you feel like going into this fight?
That's a good question, Pat. I'll say my biggest strength, man, probably is the mental aspect, bro. I lived a really tough life, bro. I've experienced a lot. Once I put something into it, bro, there's no one stopping me from accomplishing that. Doesn't matter. Jacob, you're going to have to kill me in order to win, bro. You're going to have to kill me. It's going to end up to that. Because there's no way in hell I'm going to be standing there and letting you punch me in my face. I'm going to use every technique and any defensive abilities that I have to make sure you don't touch me at all. So I hope you're on your A game. You probably will be on your A game. But best believe I'm going to be on my A+ game.
Seems like he's on his A+ game. Seems like he's got a big mental strength. What about you, Jacob? What's your biggest strength going into the ring against EZAA? Your biggest personal strength?
I'd say it's just drive. It's just not giving up, because I mean, even though it's 3 rounds, I mean, if you give up at any point in the fight, you've lost it. Even if you don't lose it, like in the actual fight, like you somehow get gifted a decision by the judges, or you get gifted that one lucky punch. if you're giving up at any point at anything in your life, not even just boxing, you've lost. Like, you can't give up on yourself, because once you give up on yourself, like, else is there to believe in you? Who else is there for you to like? There's no one else that's going to be able to motivate you other than yourself. So like, I'm gonna be
Absolutely.
able to come through everything. I'm gonna be able to keep powering through. Like, I've got to get hit with a big shot, I'm gonna give one back. Like, I'm just gonna keep powering through, going through. Like, same thing with Ezra. Like, big respect if you've had like stuff going on in your life that you've powered through and you've gone through. Like, that's big ups to you. Like, I respect that, because I've done the same thing. Like, from like when I was like very young to like even recently now. So yeah, big respect to that. Like, yeah, big respect to that.
Thanks.
It
Respect to
seems
you,
like
bro.
it seems like both you guys seem to have you guys understand you're going into the ring. You guys both know you guys are gonna go try to kill each other. But it seems like there's some mutual respect. Jacob, what do you think of your opponent, EZAA? Is there anything that you have to say about this man? Because this is the man that you are going to share the squared circle with, the very first fight of that day, to set the standard, to set the tone. What do you think about this man that you see in this call right now?
I mean, I think he's putting in the work. I mean, just like he said, I mean, he's never been a cardio guy, but he's doing 7-10 miles. That he's putting blood, sweat, and tears. He's putting the hardest work that he's ever put in. He's going to get into the best shape of his life. I mean, you always have to have a respect for your opponent, because if you don't respect them, then that's how like people get the upsets. That's how this like miraculous like losses happen. Like, look at Anthony Joshua against Andy Ruiz. He thought because he was just some fat dude in the ring that he just lost. He got knocked down. He got knocked out. Granted, he won the second fight, but it doesn't matter. He changed all because of that. So you always have to respect your opponent, no matter who it is, no matter what you think they can and can't do. You always have to respect them, and especially when you're getting into the ring, when anything can happen, anything good or bad, you have to respect that, because they're able to step up and get in the ring when a lot of these guys can't do it. Like, look at like Lesnar's opponent, like what's that guy's name? I can't think of
Alex Pineda.
Alex. Yeah, Alex Pineda. That he talks so much that he gets in the ring like, oh yeah, I've done all these like fights, I've won all these matches, but he never gets in the ring, never posts any footage or anything like that. So I can't respect someone like that. But with Leza, or not with EZAA, I can respect it, because I can tell he's gonna get in the ring. I can tell it's not talk. I can tell it's no BS. I can tell he's actually serious about it.
Seems like you're both are serious, but EZAA, Jacob, he's vented his feelings about you. What do you got to say about this man? This is the man that you're going to be clashing fists with. The heavyweight brawl on Sword 7.
I think Jacob's a bitch. Now let me stop playing. But I respect Jacob a lot, bro. Like, yeah, I could talk a lot of shit, right? I could talk a lot of shit, and half of it is true, and half of it is just me like gassing up the fight, promoting it. But like, to really be honest, like, you have to respect him. He's getting in the ring, which not a lot of people can do. There's not a lot of people. There's a lot of people I could really think on top of my head that just wouldn't be in the ring, and they talk a lot of shit and will never back it up in person. So Jacob, you got to give that man respect for it. I'm gonna come in the ring ready, prepared, and I hope he's coming in the ring ready and prepared. And we're gonna go on and put on the show. That's what I want, and I'm gonna make sure I'm the one that ends up victorious. But like, just as my opponent, I give him all the respect in the world. He's going into the ring. He's risking his life. He's risking his body to go on with another man who's trying to put him in serious health conditions. So I got to give him respect.
Seems like a battle of mutual respect and mutual strength. Wanted to
Like I
ask
said,
you.
I don't really hate the man, bro. He's not like someone like Cowboy. Cowboy, I have a genuine dislike for, and if I ever fight him, I'll break his fucking jaw.
I
Seems
ain't
like
gonna
you got
lie, I
some
agree
beef
with you. I hate Cowboy too, bro.
Yeah, Cowboy's a bitch. He's a bitch.
Seems like both you guys are not fans of Cowboy Stew.
No, not really, not really.
You guys seem like you both want to fight Cowboy in the future, but
Tag team match.
maybe. Speaking about, fights, what's your prediction for this one, EZAA? What do you think is going to happen? 3 rounds, 2 minutes. I don't know about headgear, glove size. Don't really know anything about that right now. But what do you think is going to happen in this fight? What do you think is going to be the result? What do you think is going to be the play-by-play?
First round knockout.
First round knockout.
First round knockout.
First round knockout. Jacob, what do you got to say to that, my man? He thinks he's taking you out round 1.
Everyone says they're always gonna get the knockout round 1, and like, how many people have actually like gotten the knockout round 1? It's very, very few. So like, if he's able to do it, I'd be shocked. But it's not gonna happen. A more realistic prediction, I'm gonna say round 3. I'm a decision. It's gonna be a decision victory. That's what most of these fights are, anyways. I would say after more time, like once he's like trained like for like a year, 2 years straight, like keep doing it, I could see like definitely him getting the knockouts and everything like that. Same thing with me, same thing with other people in the space. But yeah, when it's the first fight and with the headgear and the gloves, like it's just different than sparring and everything like that. So I'm gonna go with decision victory.
Seems like a decision and one knockout
Yeah.
prediction. I
Jacob,
want
you
to ask.
gotta watch out for my right hook, Jacob. That shit has put people to sleep before. Just letting you
That's
know that.
cool. That's cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I want to ask you guys this question. We're going to be heading out in just a few seconds, but I just want to let you know, or I wanted to ask a question. Sorry, got my own brain shit going on. Got any last words for your opponent, Jacob?
Um, just keep training, don't get hurt, and yeah, don't have anything happen. Just take it serious and everything like that. Keep promoting how you've been doing, and then good luck to you, man. That's all I gotta say.
What about you as the last words to your opponent, Jacob NEY?
Jacob, enjoy these last few months that we have, man. I know you're training well, bro. You're training well, but you're not training as hard as me. You're not. No one in the scene trains as hard as I do. I'm one of the hardest workers in this scene. So just go ahead, bro. Keep training, do whatever. It's really not gonna matter by the time we do end up fighting because I'm going to hurt you. I'm gonna put you in serious pain. And after that, bro, we could go out to eat, man. Drinks on me, everything you want. After that, we could go ahead and talk about how shitty of a person Cowboy Stu is. But that's after I hurt you, in a respectful way, in a respectful manner. I hope you don't get seriously injured after what I do to you. I hope you end up becoming well and alive because that's what we want. We don't want no one getting seriously hurt in any of these events. So, yeah, just good luck, man. You're gonna need it.
Well, it seems like we have wrapped this up, ladies and gentlemen. Breakout 002, we're heading back to the ring. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Breakout Boxing. We got a bunch of content dropping every single week. Make sure you guys go subscribe and follow Jacob NEY. Jacob is the great. And make sure you guys go follow EZAA over on Twitter. I don't know if he's got YouTube, but you already know he's on Twitter. And you guys are going to be seeing a lot of them because they are promoting very, very well for this fight. Appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time when we, at Breakout Boxing, travel across the boxing
Cowboy,
verse
you a bitch. Cowboy, you a bitch.
to go back to the ring.